And we're back with Richard Moss from the Joint Global Change Research Institute. Richard, thank you for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Today's theme is climate change in the Anthropocene. Can you tell our audience just a little bit more about your work in this field over the years?
Yeah, so I've had a really fascinating, at least to me, career. I really enjoyed it. I've worked at what I'd call the science policy interface. So I've had some government positions and some research positions. But in my research career, I focused a lot on scenarios, both climate and other uncertainty characterization, what I'd call adaptive management, which involves using science to make decisions as we get better information, changing those decisions, and then a new field called multi-sector dynamics.
So now working in this space, I'm sure you've seen the field go from niche to one of the biggest topics of interest in Earth and space sciences. Can you talk a little bit about how you've seen that field change?
Oh, it's been so exciting to watch the field change. I mean, we started from a position in the 1990s where we'd release a major report with really important findings, IPCC or other, and we'd be lucky to get a little paragraph on page A5. And there was also a lot of early on there were periods of negative attention. Various campaigns that would be launched by interests that were threatened by climate change, raising questions about the science. And over the years, it's just gone mainstream. It's exciting to see the mainstream interest shift from is climate changing to something that's much more about solutions.
So what aspects do you think have contributed to its growth? Is it public interest, better science, or something different?
I think a major factor is people's lived experience. We've always said that when people can see it with their own eyes, they're gonna become believers, and unfortunately, that's exactly what's happened. I'd also say that there is better science, and I think that we've done a better job of making science relevant to what people care about. And I'd point particularly to things like improved approaches for applying information that we know has uncertainty in decision making.
Are there any highlights from this year's AGU meeting that you would like to look at?
Well, the fact that the whole theme of the meeting is science and society, or science is society. I mean, I just think that is, it's just so exciting for someone like me that's been at the science policy interface to see that happening. And the second, I mentioned this multi-sector dynamics within the global environmental change section. And that's a really new transdisciplinary research area, meaning that it's combining both science and society.
If you had one message for upcoming climate scientists about the future of the field, what would it be?
Building on the theme of this year's meeting, I think that science and society are both better off when we collaborate. Your own science is going to be improved by seeing data through multiple vantage points. And I think that that's something when you're collaborating with people in society, you're kind of pushed to solve challenges that are more relevant to people and that they're more engaged in. We're in the right space here. It's exciting.
Thank you so much, Richard, for joining us.
It's really been a pleasure. Again, thanks for inviting me.